Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I want to talk about Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 2042 hype. Because of said hype, Battlefield 4 is now flooded with new players and returning veteran players from 8 years ago, so for the first time in many years, the servers are flooded to the point to where I actually find it difficult to get into a game, which is a pleasant change. Battlefield 4 has always been one of the best games in the franchise. It launched in a rough state, but was later patched into excellence, but by that point the player base had moved on and it was always difficult to get full games. But now Battlefield 4 is probably healthier than it's ever been, and I sat down to play it quite a lot to get some idea of what Battlefield 2042 might be like. I played with Black Oni, Hell's Wolf Proc, and later Cases, so you'll see them in this video, and I just kind of wanted to get some hands-on experience so I could offer some opinions on what to expect from Battlefield 2042 and its big reveal. Today's video has two parts, the first of which is what makes Battlefield 4 good and how could it be improved upon, since Battlefield 4 is the most similar to Battlefield 2042 as far as we can tell. This is basically my Battlefield 2042 wish list. The second part of the video is just some super fun moments that I had while I was playing, just a couple of minutes of live highlights of awesome stuff I managed to pull off. So we've got some commentary and some live highlights. Let's jump into the commentary for what makes Battlefield 4 so good. First of all, the gigantic scale of the maps and the combat was unique to Battlefield before Battle Royale games were common. Even the scale of the fighting that we have in an 8-year-old game like Battlefield 4 is still more than what's present in most Battle Royale games. Battle Royale has kind of spoiled us a little bit on gigantic maps, but for decades Battlefield was the one and only game that had gigantic maps like this. And I still think they made some of the most beautiful maps in all of gaming at this scale. If you just take a look at the gameplay and all the variety, especially the stuff I'm going to be showing you later in the jungle maps, it looks beautiful. They have great colors, the maps have great aesthetics, great design for different engagements, sniper points, vehicle choke points, places to put mines, fight helicopters, mounted machine guns, and it has a nice crisp clean look without a lot of junk everywhere. There's buildings and there's clutter and cover and stuff, but it's not too busy, it's not too messy. For the most part it's clean and it's not terribly hard to spot enemies, with one exception that we'll talk about later. And I also enjoyed that the stuff that is on the map is relatively destructible. It's not quite as destructible as some of the old Battlefield Bad Company games, but most of the buildings do collapse with effort. You can blow them up, take down walls, take out floors, take out cranes, towers, skyscrapers. If people are going to camp in buildings and try to hold a choke point and be kind of not very fun to play with, you can just flatten the building, which is an actual godsend, and it's something that I wish that I could do in Call of Duty. Battlefield 4 was fun because it had a modern military setting with modern weapons, modern attachments, modern vehicles, and stuff that I understand that exists in this world and is cool. I think that's one of the biggest successes that Call of Duty had recently, was returning to modern times from olden times, and it's where Battlefield went wrong, staying with World War I and then World War II. Modern is popular. Maybe not future, so I think people are rightfully a little concerned about 2042, but that's sort of like in near future, so it's not too bad. I think that this game did really well having a variety of combat from 4 very different classes. Squad play is overall a good thing in Battlefield. Now, I know that a lot of people kind of didn't like that the squads and the specialists and stuff are returning in 2042, but it's been a Battlefield classic for a long time. Having your assault medic, having your engineer take people down, support guy gives ammo, you know, your sniper guy provides a mobile spawn beacon, he snipes people, and having these classes each play a unique role gives you an almost Overwatchy kind of thing before those games were even popular. However, one of the things that Battlefield 4 did excellently is that it let all classes use PDWs, or personal defense weapons, which are sort of generic, maybe not the best, but still pretty good weapons, so that you could do some multi-classing. Little D&D jokes right there, but if you wanted to play a recon because you liked the equipment that the recon guy has, but you didn't want to snipe, well, you could just choose one of these PDWs. Or if you wanted to play like a support or something, but you didn't really like light machine guns because they were a little bit too heavy for these small maps that you were on, your team still needed ammo, you could use an SMG. So it just gave you a lot of choices, and I thought that that was a good thing to do. A lot of choices for vehicles too. Vehicles aren't always good, but they can be very fun sometimes. They add a sense of scale, of chaos, of speed, and they allow for some very epic and very big plays, which, you know, sometimes if you play for a couple of hours, just that one moment where you go big and do something crazy is what makes it all worthwhile. And all of this comes together in a very nice package that's fun fun to play for quite a few hours. Battlefield has its own unique combat loop that for the most part I enjoy, but I would like to criticize. These are 4 major things I noticed in my play session of Battlefield 4 that I would not like to see return in Battlefield 2042. So it's like an anti-Battlefield 2042 wish list. That if devs happen to listen to this, I hope to God they take it seriously kind of wish list. Number 1 is slow bullet velocity. Battlefield has had slower bullet... Well, I need to back up a little bit. Battlefield was one of the first games to do bullets that are projectiles instead of hit scans. They were doing that for decades before Call of Duty or any of these other Battle Royale games. And one of the unique things that they did is they made the bullet velocity relatively slow and have quite a lot of drop on it for balance reasons to keep certain weapons and classes from becoming overpowered. But they scaled it down to where the bullets have somewhere between 1/3 to 1/4, or in some cases even 1/5 of their real life velocity. So a lot of the weapons in Battlefield 2042 have bullet velocity slower than most of the submachine guns would in a game like Cold War. So when you shoot, there's a big delay between when you shoot and when your bullet hits. Even in like 20-30 meters away, people can kind of duck and dodge and outmaneuver your bullets, and you have to lead them a lot, especially if you're doing something like a submachine gun. And it's almost absurdly slow. If any of you have fired real life weapons, even low caliber ones, you know that even up very close, nobody's dodging a bullet because they're almost instant. And what happens when I go play almost any other game and somebody's in my face or in close to medium range combat, I don't lead my shots. I just lock onto the head or chest and spray and kill them. But in this game, that doesn't work because my bullets are painfully slow. Similarly, something that's working against me, and I think Battlefield fans might say that this is a skill that I've yet to master, is that this game has Reticle Bloom when you're aiming down sights. Reticle Bloom is a lot like the hipfire bloom that you would have in Fortnite. It's actually a very similar mechanic. When you aim down sights in Battlefield, you still actually have a hipfire box. It just gets way tighter, and your first shot, maybe 2 are perfect, and then your bullets will start coming out sideways and at an angle, and maybe not exactly where your crosshairs are. So what you're aiming at with your crosshairs isn't necessarily indicative of where your bullets are going to go, and I think that that simulates the difficulty of firing full auto in real life quite well. I've fired quite a lot of real full auto guns, and that makes sense. But it's frustrating from a gaming perspective and maybe from a longtime CoD player that I'm tracking well, I'm putting my reticle on the target perfectly or good enough, and then seeing my bullet come out sideways or high or low or something goofy and slow bullet velocity. So when these two combine together, it makes close and medium range combat feel uncomfortable for me. I don't mind leading my shots for long ranges, but I feel like up close that just shouldn't be something that I have to fool with. Now, thankfully, parts 1 and 2 were already greatly improved upon in Battlefield 5, the World War II one that unfortunately wasn't very popular. They made the bullet velocity faster, they made a lot less reticle bloom when you're aiming down sights, and kind of codified it a bit. And I think it played a lot better for infantry combat because they did that, so I'm hoping that those changes come back. Now, 2 ones that are a little bit more unique to Battlefield 4 is that I would like to see a little bit less smoke on the map. I think the visibility is good, the aesthetics are good, and it's clean, but a lot of things are on fire, a lot of things are smoky. When you shoot at vehicles, it generates a lot of smoke. Certain types of weapons and ammo and explosives just send dust and smoke everywhere, and it's great from like a realism immersion kind of thing, but it's very frustrating sometimes when you're trying to keep track of enemies in hectic combat, and all you're seeing is just infinite little plumes of puffs of black smoke going around. You can't really see anything. So I'd like to see a little bit less smoke clutter, especially the dark black smoke. I can't see anything in that. And then number 4, vehicle spam. Love vehicles. They're fun. They're cool. You can go big mode on them, but sometimes it just gets too much. Some of these pilots are too strong. Even the anti-aircraft, the little LAVs or whatever in the back, are outrageously hard to kill if they've got their like high-level upgrades. Same with the aircraft. Anybody that has the aircraft fully upgraded can be nearly unkillable, which is not only unfair, but it's just generally fun to play against. You work really hard as an infantryman to take out the vehicle, and then it just spawns right back and does a stray front over you and gets hosed. So I would like to see less vehicle spam, maybe a longer cooldown on them, better tools to deal with them, or at the very least, not so many insanely powerful high-level upgrades that just make everything murder people. I'd like it to be a little bit easier to be an infantry guy and not have to worry about getting bombed from the sky or fighting tanks at distances that you literally can't even see them, but they still hit you like artillery. Again, realistic, but annoying from a gaming perspective. That's all of my opinions. That's kind of like what I like about Battlefield and what I don't like about it. And I'm also just going to offer you some fun gameplay moments, so enjoy that.
Pre-order today.
Oh, yeah.
No! Make me.
Oh, going straight for this one. Let's go.
Alright, joining server. On his way.
Who's flying? Oh, I hate this map.
Whoa.
Oh wait, is this the same map? Let's go. Well, actually, let's take F.
Oh shit.
What'd you do?
No, I was trying to find someone slamming so the quad just went straight.
Are we on
past me.
China or are we on America?
We're on US.
On us. All right, I'm on this. What squad?
Holy feud.
Oh,
So fun.
shotgun.
Yeah.
Feud. Uh-oh.
Yep, I'm going back to my old gun.
Back to life, Oni.
Thank you.
You're not allowed to die, man.
Appreciate
Not on my watch. I'm on your back.
Well, first of all, I wanted to let you know that I'm drunk, and we're going to this point.
All right.
Whee!
I'm ready to die.
Somebody's launching. Oh, right
You
behind
almost
us.
ran somebody over. Oh my god. I got here just
Tony,
as I
let's
ran
go.
someone over and died.
I'm on it.
Oh, on me.
We went to the same place right there, guys.
I
I got you, I got you. Hellswolf, come back to life.
Oh,
We need you.
grenade. Wow, you serious? Oh my god.
2 health. I shot him down to that much. How does one have 2 health in a game
I'm
like
sick
that?
and a half, bro. I don't know.
Oh, we took this point back
I'm
though.
about to slam someone.
I missed.
And we got G back. I don't know how, but shoot, I'll take it.
Hey man, at this point, who cares?
Shoot, I just
Right.
picked up an USAS shotgun. That's
He's almost dead.
glorious.
Nah, he's dead. Nice.
Hiding.
Hiding? Where you at? C2, yeah. Can't jump up. Yeah, right? That's right, too. All right.
I think this guy's looking like... Oh, or this Jeep right beside us.
Yes, let's do this.
Ooh,
Taking his tanks.
I got some interesting support.
Baby Troy joined Lima.
Oh, wait, I need to get in this seat.
Anybody riding with me?
I'm gonna
Anyone
go
take a
hard
ride with
left
me?
and just see how far around I can go here.
Alright.
Left.
I'm gonna go in with Hells. I got you, buddy.
They already got jets in the sky.
Butterfly in the sky.
I can't
Come
even
on!
name that. Can't even-
Let's get it on.
I'm gonna die before you can find the vehicle that you're driving.
Look, it goes really fast and it does big jumps. Sorry. Ooh, that's water. Probably can't go through that.
Hey, I'm in Team Lima, by the way, when you want to join one.
Oh shit. Oh shit. We're out.
Breaking
We
all
gotta get out.
fences.
We gotta get out.
Breaking all the fences.
They were just kind of slow out of the spawn, you know?
Pain.
Ooh, my toes.
Ooh, that's a tank. And another tank. Oh, that's 2 tanks. I'm getting out. And I'm dead.
Sacrifice myself, I'll go down with the ship.
Why do you sound so aggressive?
Because I love my trucks. What's this? Oh, the Jeep.
I got money in my pickup truck. Pickup truck. Hang on a second, chat. Give me a sec.
Oh,
Is there a button you can go to third person when
So
driving?
chaotic.
E.
yes, it's C.
Yeah, we gotta get that hilltop.
What the hell is that?
There's so much sunlight up here. This is a really big advantage if you get this. Because like if you're looking up here, you're just blinded by the sun.
Dad, I need guns. I need everything. Where's the vehicle at? Got me running everywhere.
Where's that UA, that drone?
There's a
I can
sniper
shoot
on the
it.
tower over on D.
Oh, I can't shoot those. That's
I'm heading to the D.
Get the D.
And then you'll miss me. Wait, what?
Did we get this LAV back here that was harassing everybody at Charlie? Yes, we did. Alright guys, that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful, or at least maybe agreed with a few of my opinions. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.